Hello YouTube, we are back. It is the Artsy Gamer here with another video. We are pumping them out thick and fast. Wow, for a first time YouTuber, I'm pretty pumped for that. I'm pretty happy with how this is growing and flowing, like I say. We have just hit 26 subscribers now. We are heading straight to 30, which I think is really cool. Like I said in my last video, the first few subscribers are going to be truly really my own, because I know they were there right from the get-go. Lovely. Without further ado then, we'll roll our intro, which you know me, it is a sip of coffee. I have been looking at intros, don't worry, it is on the cards, but that will be soon, trust me, because a lot is going on at the moment. But let's have a sip of coffee to that for this intro. Let's go then, guys. How is it today? Oh, I tell you what, a black coffee after the gym absolutely hits the spot. Come on now, grab your coffees, let's get comfortable and we'll dive into today's video. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and of course turn on your notifications so you know when I have uploaded. I'm trying to upload every morning, so just take a look out for that. And then, you know, when you're on your break maybe, or when you're back at home ready to go to sleep, you can pop me on the TV and just think, what the hell is that woman doing? Anyway, today we have got a special video because this is going to be our first review on something. Now, it is a piece of hardware which I am dying to tell you about, and it is, of course, the PlayStation Portal. I did do a teaser video last week of asking what was in the box, and we guessed correctly. It is this box here. If you have got your own PlayStation Portal, you probably have got this box. They seem to be flying around Amazon. All right. Well, we're going to dive straight in. I will be giving a review on the box itself as well, because some people might be interested in knowing how to protect this device, because it is quite pricey and we do want to keep, you know, everything nice and clean with that artsy gamer shine, of course. Okay then, so diving straight in, and we're going to open that lid like I did last time, and oh, you know what I'm going to say, don't you guys? Daddy. This is an absolute powerhouse. Well, I say that, maybe not in terms of the internals, but just the aesthetics itself. So we're going to pop this to one side first. We will take a look at that box later on in the video, but we need to dive straight into this portal, don't we? Okay, so here it is. Just look at that. Oh my god, and there we go. You know it's shiny. Subscribe, all of you. Oh wow. So yes, let's have a quick closer look at this. So we've got the standard PlayStation controller, the PS5 controller, the DualSense. All right, and it is split in half, and they have dumped a screen right in the middle. All right. Most people thought at the start it was a very weird design they went for, but you know what? It has grown on these people, and it had definitely grown on me. But I think the main reason why they decided to go for this was the actual comfort itself. The way it sits in your hand is unreal. It really is. For a handheld device, I think this has to be the most comfortable device I have ever had or experienced. All right. The main reason is because it is just a controller. It is really just another DualSense, but split in half. They have kept the lovely and unique small logos just on the grips there. I was literally about to tell you an absolute lie then. I was like, I can't feel them. I can't feel them. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so they haven't gone for the tiny PlayStation logos. They've just gone on the grips there, but that actually makes sense. So I don't even know why I was thinking it would be there anyway. But it's exactly the same as the DualSense itself. You've got these really tiny, minuscule PlayStation X square, triangle and zeros just all placed really nicely around the side there. Just for extra grip. Coming on to the front, And we have the standard buttons, no colours at all, which you would see in the anniversary editions where they have gone with those characteristic colours for the buttons there. And again, we have just got that transparent D-pad there, which is looking really nice. Wow, look how shiny that is. Damn, I've kept that screen well, which is all really nice. Okay then, in terms of specs with headphones and ports and stuff like that, we only have the charging port just there, Type-C, which is really nice. I'll tell you what though, it is a little bit finicky getting that in there because you have to kind of drive it up and through. So do be very careful when you are popping your charging cable in there. All right, because you don't want to scratch this bit. And I'm pretty sure that's probably going to get prone to a lot of scratching. This is a matte finish. It's not shiny, which is really good because if that was, you know, a really glossy finish, that is going to get scratched up. So they did well there to keep that nice and matte. All right then, still sticking with the front and ports, we have, well actually, sorry. Another port there is your headphone jack. All right, I was expecting it to be at the top there, but no. PlayStation being PlayStation, I was saying this was really ergonomical. The ports were a little bit out of place, I do have to say, Sony. So if we are going for a bit of a revision on this, make sure they are a bit more distributed nicely. Okay, now coming on to the front, we have these lovely, oh look at that, yeah, really snappy joysticks. Okay, lovely, really nice and responsive. They are slightly smaller than your standard DualSense. They are that slight concave with a slight dome inside as well. So, and again, rubberized. So really, really grippy. You're not going to go wrong with that. At the top here, we have our PlayStation logo. This is not the on button. This is not your power button. Your power button is located just at the top there. Again, quite a finicky button to get to. I always feel like I'm about to drop my device when I try to go for the power button there. So again, come on Sony, just rearrange your buttons a bit better. Come on, oh dear. But you know what? Overall, with their first attempt of a streaming device, I'm not complaining. Okay, we do have another button here where you can pair your actual proper earbuds from Sony themselves. Forgive me, I can't remember the exact name. I am a first-time YouTuber. Like the Pulse Elite. Is it the Pulse Elite? Something like that. All right, and the main headset. So you can pair them here, but as far as I'm aware, you cannot pair any other Bluetooth device. You do have to have Sony-specific headphones. All right, or PlayStation. All right then, so without further ado, let's turn this bad boy on. Now, my PlayStation is already on because it does take a bit of a while to get it going and connect to the PlayStation itself. And I was like, well, man, I mean, I can't be having an actual tea party whilst we're on camera. So I had kind of done a little bit of pre-setup before this video. So if we just turn on this button here. All right. Oh my God. What has happened? Maybe I am powering it on like this. Okay. So first time YouTuber vibes here. That was really first time YouTuber. Okay, my God. You know what? Let's have a sip of coffee. I'm losing it. Come on, guys. Grab your coffee. I've just lost it again. Hang on. Okay, so we are waking it up with the power button, but I haven't actually specifically turned that on. It was already in a sleep mode. Now we are pressing the PlayStation button. All right, and we are connecting. Now it should have already connected, yes, all right. So I'm instantly pressing X, and that is gonna take me straight to what I was looking at, and oh, baby, yes, I thought this would be a great way to showcase the PlayStation Portal by having a look at some screenshots that I had taken of Spider-Man. Oh, wow. So come and have a look at this. All right, so, oh my God, Look at this screen. Sorry, I'm just gonna hold that there a minute. Yes, it is shining a little bit, but come on, look at that screen. The blues, the reds, the subtle greys just pop on this screen. And do you know what? It's not even OLED. It is not even an OLED device, but because it's such a small screen, it really just compacts all those pixels, shall I say, to make a really lovely image. All right, and there is Spider-Man himself just looking out and the birds just flying there. I'm really happy with that shot. Just look at that. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? You know what I'm going to say. You know you're going to have a badass time when you're seeing Spider-Man like that, ready to fire his webs and go swinging through the city. Just look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy with that shot and how I'm showcasing this device. All right then, so just moving on. I did capture some footage a bit later on, which we will have a little look at. But again, I just want to showcase, again, these lovely images that we have got here. Oh, wow. So I picked out some lovely graffiti in the back there to really make the background pop against Spider-Man himself, where I just caught him doing a bit of a roll. Well, you know, just about to go in a roll. That's what I'm trying to say there. I think that was awesome. I was really happy with that shot as well. I was just capturing some stuff yesterday for this video. Not a lot, because I did run out of time, but just look at that. And just look at the artwork in the back there. And you know what? Spider-Man is such a good way of just having a little play around with photo mode. I think it's one of the best, along with Death Stranding. You just gotta play around with photo mode. Just look at that. I say no more. And just look at the back there with the skull. Fantastic. Okay. Again, I've just captured some gameplay. And you know what? Let's turn up the sound a bit. Let's go. So the sound is located again just at the back there, other side of the power button. Hey, nice, okay. Not a lot there, you know, I wanted to keep it nice, short and snappy. Okay. Oh, we do have a bit of background music. Yeah, of course we do. We are just, you know, on the general PlayStation UI. Just turn that down a bit there. Again, I had been looking to collect some backpacks as well, which you do on the first Spider-Man. And you get collectibles in the backpacks. And I thought that was really cute. You know what? I took this because it was almost like me. This is me just starting out on YouTube. Don't really know what I'm doing. Is this going to take off? Doesn't matter if it doesn't, do you know what I mean? I'm just doing it as an absolute passion. And I thought, let's get that on to show. I just thought it was a really cute image. And it was my first image as well that I collected. And I thought that's really special, real special. So I thought I'd show you that one there as well. This one's pretty cool. I got the guys just some non-playable characters, just playing a bit of basketball. And then I just set up Spider-Man. They're ready to go and play some basketball. I do apologise about the glare as well, guys. Something that I can't control at the moment, but you definitely do get a gist of the colours and the pop there. Oh, wow. Wow. Just wow. I mean, I'm really happy with that shot as well. Like the nice bright blues there. And then, boom, it just takes you up to the pops of red and the subtle oranges and greens in the background. I really do love that picture there. Okay, and this is my final picture that I'm going to show off. Just look at that. I mean, come on. Okay, this one was a really, quite a dark image, so my glare is a little bit bad there. But he was just flying through the city, birds in the sky, ready to shoot his wings. The sun just giving a lovely aura. Really happy with this. Just look at that. I can't believe I'm showcasing the PlayStation Portal by doing this. Has anyone ever done that before, guys? Come on. Is this a first time? Is this a first time? Oh, wow. Okay, so that's pretty much the screen there. You know you're gonna have a great screen, all right, with the PlayStation Portal. Hands down. No worries about it being blurry. It is spot on. Spot on. All right, and you know what? It is time. I don't want to let my coffee go cold. Let's have a sip of coffee to that. I'm really happy with how I am presenting this. Fantastic. Let's just have a sip. That just hits in the morning. That hits in the morning when you're just looking at that morning sun with Spider-Man. Damn, damn, damn. Oh, God. You may be wondering what this little orange button here is for. That is just your mute button. Exactly the same as the PlayStation DualSense, all right? So, like I said, it is pretty much a DualSense split in half with a screen in the middle. You can't go wrong with that, really. If it ain't fixed... First-time YouTuber. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Don't fix it. That's where I was going with that one, guys. But yeah, okay. So, that is the PlayStation Portal. Very happy with it, and I don't regret it. Really good time to play it is maybe if you got, I don't know, half an hour break at work, maybe the TV is being used from other family members and you're dying to get on your next game. Maybe you have to go around the mum's for an afternoon, they've got a bit of internet there, and you fancy a bit of a game. It's that kind of vibe. It really, really is. Just really chill. And I would just be playing chill games on this. I wouldn't be looking to play any hardcore fighting games or first-person shooters, just because there can be that little bit of lag. But to be honest with you, I haven't really experienced that too much. I really haven't. Yes, it might drop out occasionally, but what the hell do you expect? It is a streaming device, and I do have to make that clear. You do have to have a PlayStation 5 if you want to access your specific games that you have downloaded to your PlayStation itself. However, it can be a kind of like a standalone device if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus and have a subscription there. You'll have all access to the PlayStation library. All you'll need is that subscription, obviously, and the portal itself, and then you can play wherever with an internet connection, though. You will not be able to play this device without internet. But with 2025, you're gonna find some internet somewhere, but just make sure it is strong internet, both sides, if you are playing around and about. So that is a little bit of a look at the PlayStation Portal. One of my friends has been really dabbling with the idea of getting a portal, so I hope this review has helped. I hope it will help others as well. So just turning this off. Now you can just hold the PlayStation button, all right, and it will obviously take you to the home screen, and you can just turn it off how you would on your PlayStation 5, all right. I will probably do that now just to showcase that, all right, and I'll just turn off my PS5 as well, okay. So my button is all the way down to the side there. You can customize this, I know, and I'm just gonna press that and then turn off PlayStation 5. My device is now turning off. This will go into a bit of a sleep mode. Okay, I don't want to reconnect. And by the way, this is touchscreen, I forgot to say. I forgot to say this is touch screen. Not that I would use it much, but one point to make. If you're looking to press this button here, all right, the touchpad, it is actually the screen itself, and that is another thing that a few complaints have come around. It can be a little bit finicky to actually get the touchpad to activate. So yeah, again, maybe some other thoughts there for Sony to have a look at in the future if they do another streaming device. Okay, so now I am just going to hold the button, the power button, and I'm just going to turn off, and the device will power off, all right, and then I'll be popping it back in my box. box. So let's have a quick look at the box that I have got. Picked this up on Amazon. I can't remember the price, but pretty cheap, pretty cheap. And you know what? Sorry, before we begin, come on, guys, let's have a sip of coffee to that. I keep jumping ahead of the game, but I've pretty much done my first review on this channel. Let's have a sip of coffee to that. Daddy, oh wow. Jumped ahead of the game there. Now we can go on to the box. So, pretty standard, but pretty nice. So I tell you what, the fabric here they've used, it is so soft. It is so soft. Man, they know how to put a box together that will protect your portal, that is for sure. It is so beautifully soft, really gentle to the touch. You know your portal is going to be safe in here. All right. This is all hard, so you know it's going to be well protected. You can get this in black, but you know me by now, guys. Of course, I had to get it in white to stick with the white theme. And then you've got this flap here that just flaps over the screen itself, and the handles just fit either side. I have got some cheap little headphones just to plug in, because like I said, you need some pretty beautiful Pulse Elites or something like that to connect to your portal, which I don't have. We're a budget channel at the moment, guys. We're first time, we're not even part-time. We got a lovely little zipper here as well, just to pop bits and bobs in, maybe the charging cable, etc. It isn't big enough to put a charging brick in, though, I have noticed. It might also damage the screen a little bit as well if you are putting a charging brick in there. So let's just pop it in the case itself. Again, it is a little bit finicky to do it with one hand because you do have that flap, but once it is in, flap over and then close that box. Lovely zipper, really strong, really tight. You know that zipper is not going to basically undo as we're carrying it around. And then we've got the lovely handle there. Again, it's a carrying case, so you'll want that handle to carry it around. Well, there we go. That deserves another sip of coffee, because that is our second review, because we just reviewed a box. Come on, guys. We reviewed a box. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh now. We reviewed a box. Let's go. All right then. So that is my review of the PlayStation Portal. Let me know if you are considering getting one, or if you have got one. Was it worth it? And I might title that as a title for this video. Was it worth you getting a Portal? For me, absolutely. I think it is really fit in well with my PlayStation accessories. I am truly happy with that. But of course, let me know in the comments. Let's get commenting, guys. I've only had a few comments so far. Big A's been commenting a lot. That Trevor. Let's go. Let's get a few more comments rolling. I would love to hear your discussion below. Before I leave, though, like I said, this channel has been growing lovely and steady, and I'm so happy. And like I said, we don't want to rush things. We want to take it nice, steady and slow. And we are fast approaching 30 subscribers, which is amazing. I can't believe that already 30 subscribers, and we've been going for less than 2 weeks, guys, and I haven't really been advertising this around, so let's go. But I'm just putting a little teaser out, guys, just a little teaser before we head off today. When we hit 50 subscribers, because that is my first big milestone, I am going to be giving away one of my original prints of Ratchet, Crash, or Spyro. So it's only going to be one. It's going to be a signed copy, okay? It's going to be signed, and that's when we hit 50 subs, okay? Maybe let me know in the comments down below which one you think should represent our 50 sub mark, okay? And that is it. I will leave a yeah, I'll leave a link to my Etsy below. I have just started getting involved with Vinted, and I'm thinking I might do a few things on there as well. So maybe I'll leave my link to Vinted down there as well. But without further ado, let's get this channel growing. Let's get to 50 subs. We're not there yet, but let's make it happen, and there will be a signed giveaway. So that'd be awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, if you're interested, get people going round, get people subscribing, get people liking, and let's get going with this channel. All right, before we go, let's have one more sip of coffee, baby. Okay, I like that. Have a wonderful Thursday. I had to think about then, were we on Thursday? Have a wonderful Thursday. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow for another video. Over and out.